everyone, this is Amazing SKM. I was actually on YouTube looking at videos of the Nexus 10, getting my mouth all watery and everything like that over the Nexus 10. And I said, well, let me go ahead and play around with my Nexus 7. I had some movies on here, some TV shows that I wanted to see, Lost Girl. And I picked it up, and this was waiting for me, a system update. So I'm going to do this. Now I am stock, not rooted. So this is an OTA from Google themselves. So I'm going to install now. I'm at 100%. I can't stay and finish it and watch it do its magic because I have to take my niece to Taekwondo. But when I come back, we'll take a look at the update. So it's powering off now. We'll take a look at it. So be right back. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to show you really quick the differences in Android 4.2 as opposed to 4.1.2. So now we have lock screen widgets. It's secure if you have a password. I trust everyone around me, so I don't really have passwords, but I would think twice if I had something really private, putting it on the lock screen. But we'll take a look here. You can see it's not very many widgets that you can use. Tap2 seems to be the only application that I currently have installed. There could be others out there that allow you to use a widget on the lock screen. You would choose one of the widgets that you want to place, and it shows up right there. If you want to change it, rearrange it or something, or get rid of it, you long press, similar to what you do on most mobile devices, and you can move it where you want, or you can remove it altogether. So that is the widgets. Google Now is no longer in this area right here. It's actually in this perforated or dimpled circle right here, and all you do is slide up to get to Google Now. But you saw me go over probably one of the best updates to Android 4.2, and that's multi-users on one device. Your applications are separate, your saves are separate. If you have games, what I save on my game will be completely different from what other people save on their games. Files, emails, everything like that is local to that user, similar to what you see on your computer at home, your laptop or your desktop. That is the best thing that could have come to tablets. And you can see if I click on here, the background, the wallpaper will change. Those widgets are no longer there. So really, if you have kids or you have a limited budget to where you can buy $200 or $400 tablets, this will be a life sin. And finally, we have the unlock. Left side will bring up your notifications like usual. The update to 4.1.2 actually allowed you to stop having to do a two-finger weird kind of claw thing going on with the notifications, so you could just pull down and all of them will open up, and then you could, like a blind, push them back up with one finger. On the right side, however, has changed. When you pull down, you get your picture. That's pretty much the person that's logged on to the device at the time. You have access to your brightness, your settings, your Wi-Fi, your auto rotate, your battery life. It'll give you a percentage, airplane mode, and Bluetooth. And we're going to talk about Bluetooth a little later on because there is a little bit of issue with that, and I want to address it. But before we do, we're going to go to Google Now, and I'm going to show you the touch kind of, let's just call it what it is, the copy of swipe. Okay, so you can type in here, and I do like how kind of smooth it is. I do like that it actually follows your finger around, and it puts, once you release it, it'll put the word that you want. If that's not the word that you want, you can easily start over. So I like that. There are some things that swipe obviously does better since it's been out longer. For instance, capital letters. The only way for me to get a capital letter, if I wanted to put tower, for instance, I could not swipe up like on swipe and do tower. It messes the word up completely and it gets it wrong. On swipe, it would have got that right. It would have capitalized the T and went on to understand that I wanted to spell tower. In this instance, the only thing I can do is press the caps button and do tower, because obviously I can't do it that way. So that is the swipe pad pictures. So we do not get photosphere. Photosphere, we don't have a back-facing camera right here. So we can still get panoramic view. We can still record and we can still take pictures. Just to show you that it does not work, photosphere, I tap on that and it says, sorry, your device is not yet supported. I doubt if it will ever get supported unless an independent developer tweaks the application to allow it. But it would be difficult to actually perform the photosphere on here. That being said, we're going to change it to record, and I'm going to record and tell you guys thank you for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. All my subscribers, all my viewers, you are #1 as far as I'm concerned. And I will start to take pictures, and as you can see, those pictures will come up, and I can even zoom in. It likes to take its own time. There it goes. But I can zoom in and out and everything like that. So I wanted to show you all that. And once you finish recording, a little intermittent lag here. Remember, this is a third-party app. The Nexus 7 does not come natively with a application to support it. You have to download a third-party one. So these are the photos that we took while recording, and then we can actually take a look at the recording and see if there was any hesitation. I really appreciate it. All my subscribers, all my viewers, you are #1 as far as I'm concerned. And I will start to take pictures, and as you can see, those pictures will come up, and I can even zoom in. It likes to take its own time. There it goes. But I can zoom in and out and everything like that. So I wanted to show you all that. So that is the camera, and I'm sorry, I'm a little too quick. I need to show you guys the pictures. If you actually want to put some filters on a picture, I'll show you that button again. It's right here. You pick a picture, you can change filters on it, like turn it black and white or do a lithograph. Let's see, vintage looks fine. Let's make a vintage picture. I can put frames on it. So that looks good, that right there. Then we can crop it if we so desire. Let's get my mouth in there. So we have that. We can rotate it. So if we wanted to rotate, and if we wanted to mirror it, so I can turn it either way, up or down, or up or down. So that's all the functions in the camera as far as I've seen so far. Saving the pictures I put back, but you can click save up in the top. I didn't go ahead and show you. And when you are on the camera, it does bring up the settings just by touching it on the screen. No matter where you are on the screen, it will bring up that toggle on the screen, or you can press this button right here. So that is the camera button. One other thing now is that you can pinch and zoom in your Gmail. Before you can do this, you can do it in email, but you couldn't do it in your Gmail. So you can pinch to zoom in there and that's nice because it was always kind of like a little wonky, and sometimes you would want to be able to zoom in and look at a figure or something, and you weren't able to do it. So it's good that they brought that to Gmail. To do that, you go to your settings and then your general settings, and then excuse me, you would go to auto fit messages, and you would click that, and that would allow you to shrink message to fit the screen and allow zooming. So that's the Gmail difference in 4.2. And last, I want to address Bluetooth, because I've been reading articles about Bluetooth and how people aren't able to connect to their Bluetooth devices. And I'll show you that earlier to try it out, I was able to connect to a couple of my Bluetooth devices, for instance, and you saw that instantly it connected to the Nokia that was on, and I've been able to connect to my cell phone as well. That being said, now that I've connected, and so I can understand if there's some Bluetooth devices out there that aren't linking, that happens with all devices not being able to connect. Mine hasn't had any issues, but they also say that playing music is atrocious through Bluetooth headsets and speakers and everything. And so we're going to take a look at, I'm going to have to play it through the headphones. Okay, so as you can see, it's playing pretty well. I won't say that it hasn't stuttered and hesitated, especially when you first start up your music application. It will stutter, but if you press pause on whatever song you're playing, or you just let it sit for 3-4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, when you play most of your songs, it will play. The other thing is that it does not have any problem whenever you first start it. When you have a album on here that is actually on your system storage, that means it's actually, even if you don't have data, it can play. It doesn't hesitate at all with your Bluetooth devices if it is stored on your device. You will have trouble if it's streaming from the cloud to your device, then streaming to your Bluetooth device. If you don't let it buffer, you're going to have stuttering and issues. If you let it buffer, you're pretty much fine no matter what song you're playing. But you see right here that this little symbol is actually in blue with the dream. If I can get it back to there, you'll see that that symbol is not blue, and it's not native on my device. It is not on my storage. It's not saved. And again, playing it, we're not having any problem. Let's seek. So that is Bluetooth. I'm not really having any severe problems. I do believe it needs to be tweaked and fixed a little bit, but not to the point of some people are complaining, and they're talking about taking their Nexus 7 back. And I just don't see that level of malfunction to where people are that upset about this particular issue with Bluetooth. So that's my 2 cents anyway, everyone. If you're not happy with it, of course, take it back. I am thrilled to death with mine. So you guys do what you have to, but you know, it's still a keeper to me. It's still a keeper to me. I think I've gone over most of the aspects. If you wanted to create your user yourself, go to settings, and you can see here you can delete a setting. You can also add a user. If I click on add a user, it tells you after you create a new user, the person needs to go through a setup process. So that's anything from restoring the person's personal information to its Google accounts, as well as setting up backup and everything, signing into the different accounts, similar to what you see when you first got your Nexus 7 and had to go through that sign up, except for you don't have to deal with Wi-Fi and that kind of thing. So that's the basics of that. I really hope I hit on all the key points that you guys are interested in. Something that's little things that I've picked up on. For instance, if I'm in the browser, like right here, and if I want to go to my multitasking button and I click here, it actually pulls that application. Got a little lag right there, but it actually will pull what's currently open into the multitask window. Previous to 4.2 update, this would stay up running in the background, and you would just see everything else would show up. So now I can close that immediately and go back to my music app. And again, if I went to here, it pulls it into the multitask window. So that's different. And I believe I showed you here, or if I didn't, where it's playing through my Bluetooth. It's connected to my Bluetooth, and I press this button here. I can switch it to the tablet. That way it'll play in my tablet, or I can switch it back to my Bluetooth. So I know this video is running long. I just wanted to make sure I covered everything that I possibly could. If anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and put them down in the comment section, and of course I will address it as soon as I possibly can. Until next time, I hope you all really take care.